Hey friends, thanks so much for being here on the channel. My name is Dustin. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about teachers and teaching and learning. I had experience yesterday where I went to my daughter's parent-teacher conference. And let me tell you, I read with my daughter, either my wife or I, every day. So I hear her reading, right, and progressing, and she's doing a great job. And when I'm at home, I love hearing her practice her words, sound them out, and I'm very patient with that. I think it's exciting to see her, improve level by level and word by word, syllable by syllable. It's a lot of fun. But while I was at her parent-teacher conference, the teacher had what they call a walkthrough report card. And so there were different stations set up. And one had to do with math, one had to do with reading comprehension, another one had to do with spelling a word, and things like that. So we get to the reading comprehension one. And it's a paragraph long, and she's supposed to read and sound it out to you. And then afterwards, you ask a couple questions. Tell me what you remember from the story. Friends, I did not have patience. Now, I wasn't getting mad at her. I was just sitting there listening, and the whole time I was thinking, please hurry up. Why is it taking so long? I know that you know these words. And so, I was thinking, man, these teachers deal with this on a daily basis. I don't know that I could do it. My wife teaches special ed. She's a special ed teacher. She does a fantastic job. She's great at what she does. But the stories that she tells me, she's had kids run away, kids that hit, scream, cry for hours. Kids that are still not potty trained, and she has to deal with changing a diaper. And she has handled herself in a professional, loving, kind way. I would have quit by now. I love children. I love being around kids. But I was thinking, man, teachers, thank you so much for the work that you do. And then I begin to think and ponder, well, who are teachers? We are all teachers, my friends. As far as I'm concerned, there's two really good characteristics that we should all have. One is being a good teacher, which to me is being an example, being a role model. Charles Barkley is famous at one point in his career for saying, well, I'm not a role model. And he is. Because being a public figure and being the great athlete that Charles Barkley was, he was in a position to be a role model for younger kids that aspired to be like Charles. An MVP, a Hall of Fame basketball player. And so we are all teachers. Who are teachers? Parents are teachers, right? We have a great responsibility in bringing up our kids. Bob Talbert is known for saying, teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. There are church teachers in Sunday school. There are people that you look up to in a work environment, co-workers, bosses. All should be teachers. So, what are some characteristics of good teachers? Tell me in the comment section below what you think makes a good teacher? Some of the qualities that I think of when being a good teacher is patience. Just like me sitting at my daughter's parent-teacher conference listening to her sound out a paragraph. You also, I think, have to have great communication skills, right? Not all kids are learning at the same level. And so you have to have a great ability to realize that one kid might not be at the same level as another kid. And so you adapt the way you're teaching one child from another. And that can be difficult when you have a classroom full of kids at different levels. One of the things that I realize, and that's actually been a blessing in my life, is that in a way I've had two sets or two groups of children. So I have a set of older children, and now I have two little ones in the home. And my wife can tell you that I'm way more patient and understanding, and I don't let things get to me as much as I did with the 5 older ones. And so when my kids make mistakes now, I tend to just let it roll off, and I clean up the mess, or I sit down and talk with them, where, as I admit, previously I probably got angry a whole lot quicker. But the reason I don't do that is because it's real easy to damage a child's ego when we get upset or mad. And instead, I've learned if I can take that as a teaching moment, right? Now, I can tell you when my children spill something, for example, we teach them to clean up after themselves. Doing it for them is more hurtful than not. And the more they do things, the better they will get at doing it, right? I can tell you previously, I was bad at math right out of high school. Going into college, I was a little bit nervous. So I started at the beginning again, and every day I did homework after homework. I had homework, and I got better at my assignments. I actually finished pretty good at math. So being a good communicator is vitally important. The other thing that I think is really important that a lot of people forget these days is it's a me society, and so they forget to share their talents and share their skills. And when they do, they want to charge something, right? Everything costs money, or costs this, or costs that. And those people that I have found that are willing to share information that they have for free when they have an opportunity are great teachers, right? Now, that doesn't mean to say that you should never have to pay to take a course or pay to go to school. But when you're at the gym and you're learning how to do a specific type of exercise, and you see somebody who's doing it excellently, and you can go up to them and ask, and they show you, that's what I'm talking about. Today I was at Costco, and I was sitting behind a lady, patiently waiting to fill up my car with gas, and she was having trouble, for some reason, getting the pump to work. And after a few minutes and seeing her struggle and looking around for the attendant that was supposed to be there, who was getting warm inside the gas station, I got out of my car to see what I could do to help her. Does that mean I know all about gas pumps? Probably not. But I was able to help her so she could fill up her car. Take the time necessary for those teaching moments whenever you get a chance. And remember that not everybody knows what you know. So you may have to break it down in smaller pieces or segments. There's a story out there where a father was teaching his daughter to not run out to the sidewalk. But she always got excited when Daddy came home. And one time she was out playing in the yard and saw his car coming up the street, and she ran out to the sidewalk, and he pulled over and got mad at her and said, "Honey, I told you not to come to the sidewalk." And she said, "Daddy, what's a sidewalk?" So friends, we have ample opportunity every day to share knowledge, skills, to teach, to love. And so I want to say, in whatever capacity that you have to teach, thank you. Thank you for teaching my family. To all of my teachers that I've ever had, thank you. The influence of a good teacher can never be erased. Thank you so much, friends, for watching. I appreciate you. And please join me if you like content like this. Subscribe, like, comment down below. And let's make this world a better place together.